Hello everybody, we are going after Chillet today, our first boss battle. And Chillet's a great first boss, in my opinion, if you haven't done any yet. A great kind of way to test what boss fights are like, how your pals are. He's a level 11, we'll kind of hover over him. And he is an ice type and a dragon type. And that means if you want to have this fight be like in as much as in your favor as possible, you're going to want either a fire type or an ice type because that is what he is weak to. Now I actually prefer just the fire types because I feel like if you use an ice type, it's not going to be doing as much damage. That's just kind of how I see it. It's probably not the case, but I just prefer to use the fire types. And we're using just the beginner like Fox Sparks in terms of our pals. And they are currently level 15. That's the current level I am. So we're not too much higher level than Chillet. And we've defeated him once before. I managed to capture him, which is awesome. You can capture bosses. And you just have to make sure you capture them before your pals or you kill them, basically. And the strategy that we use, that I use, is we'll pull out our Fox Sparks here. We made his harness, which we'll just quick get going right here. The harness here. And it allows us to use him basically as a flamethrower. And that is a great way to start the fight because the Chillet is not going to aggro on you. He's one of the few that doesn't. He also doesn't run away from you. So you can run up and just flamethrow him and get the party started, if you will, pretty early. Now, if you want to make the harness, you're going to need 3 leather, 5 flame organ, and 5 palladium fragments. And you also need to be at least level 6 to have that unlocked. So we're going to... Where'd he go? He was over here a second ago. These bosses, they do wander sometimes. Oh, I had a flash over here somewhere. There you are. So we're going to go ahead on in, and we're going to do our Huggy Fire. We've got our friend here. And the kind of key here is to let your guy do what he's got to do and dodge, because Chillet does attack you. All right, here we go. We're going to do this for as long as we can. And you can see he's already almost down. I'm going to call him, and we're going to try and capture him now. Oop, I fell. There we go, there we go. As easy as that. We got 2 ancient civilization parts, 2 leather, and 3 precious pelt. And all we did was just hit him with a flamethrower at a level 15 Fox Sparks. That's it. Which is amazing. So it's really that simple. Obviously, if it doesn't go quite as well for you, if he kind of dodges out of your way, try to get as close as you can with the flamethrower, or just keep your Fox Sparks out. He'll do pretty decent damage on his own. And if you want to, I do have like an Arsox as well, and I picked him up by he was in one of the outposts. He was in one of the cages, and I freed him, and he's mine now. So you can certainly use him as kind of a backup because he's a little bit stronger than the Fox Sparks. He tends to have some stronger skills. So I would always say, maybe have him in your back pocket, if you will, if things aren't quite going your way. But it's really that easy. It's a pretty easy fight because I'm level 15. My guys are level 15. So if you want to get there, and then try it, go for it. You should be pretty successful, I would say. The only other additional thing I would say is that if you're a little bit worried about your pals, you can make like a flame bow and some flame arrows, and you can shoot the Chillet and take it down that way. That way, you're kind of helping your pals. It's not just solely on your pals. But that's kind of like, your preferred fighting method and how your pals are. If you don't have any fire pals ready to go for the fight, for example, then maybe, using a fire bow would not be a bad idea just to kind of bring him down a little bit. But because we used fire, obviously they were very, very effective. Do you need help? Are you stuck up here? Probably. It was super effective, so he went down crazy fast. Get over here. There you go. And now we have ourselves 2 Chillets because I fought him earlier, so now we have 2. I'm kind of curious to know which one's better. He's earthquake resistant, and he is cold-blooded, which is interesting. But anyway, so that's about it with the Chillet fight. Amazing. Great work for my Fox Sparks there. But let me know if you have any other additional strategies or tips that you like to use for that fight. Because, you never know. But thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep surviving and keep thriving.